tonight's JV contest between the visiting Vikings of Miamisburg High School and your Fairmont Firebirds. Tonight's officials are Shane Bistrek and Mike Joseph. Let's get to know the starters, beginning with the visitors, the Vikings of Miamisburg High School. Number 2, Isaiah O'Quinn. Number 12, Ethan Osborne. Number 23, Colin Murphy. Number 24, Luke Copsey. And number 33, Alex Ball. The Vikings are coached by Stephen Crow. Now the starters for your Fairmont Firebirds. Number 0, Caleb Hall. Number 22, Chris Thompson. Number 23, Errol No. 25, Kane Jones. And number 33, Andre O'Daniel. The Firebirds are coached by Jared Stonecash.
All right, we are ready here for our MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. It's the Miamisburg Vikings all in blue versus the Fairmont Firebirds all in white. Jared Bergstrom and Jeff Allen once again. Jeff, what can we expect to see from the Firebirds in this JV game?
Well, from the Firebirds standpoint, the Andre O'Daniel, Chris Thompson combination has just been too much for teams a lot of the times this year. And so the way they push that fast pace upon other teams can really affect them. And it also can work against them, as you saw there. Early turnover on the first play. So turnover the other way too. Miamisburg will cough the ball up. Back-to-back turnovers to start off the game. O'Daniel with a quick crossover coming down the fast break.
O'Daniel, not really the shooter that he could be, and Caleb Hall with a 3 on the other end's no good, but an offensive rebound by Kane Jones, and can't get the putback, and they're going to say it's going to be a foul the other way. I think it's Chris Thompson will pick up his first with a push.
Foul, 22, Chris Thompson, his first, team's first.
As far from the Miamisburg standpoint, Isaiah O'Quinn, usual varsity player, has come down back to JV tonight. Also another effective member of the starting lineup, Braden Barr.
Blocked out of bounds by Thompson. It's going to stay with the Vikings.
And Barr, a freshman last year on the JV team, showed a lot of promise.
O'Quinn to inbound for the Vikings. Has to get it in quick and gets it into number 33, Braden Barr.
Barr with the quick spin move towards the baseline, draws the foul,
and one.
Slow bounce off the rim and into the hoop.
22, Chris Thompson.
There's that man I was just talking about, Braden Barr at the line. The pending and one.
Free throw is no good. Chris Thompson with the rebound. Kick out to Errol Naw, who just checked into the game for the Firebirds.
Naw down low to Thompson.
Hall on the other end for 3. It's good.
Beautiful pivot and vision by Chris Thompson, passing out of the low post.
Shot's no good on the other end. Hall running up the court with it. Passes off to Kane Jones. Jones kick out to number 33. That is O'Daniel, whose 3 was no good. but he got his own rebound. And now he's going to reset for the Firebirds.
No, back to O'Daniel in the corner. Thompson and gets fouled.
To be honest, I'm surprised Thompson's in the game still with 2 fouls.
Miamisburg, number 2, Isaiah O'Quinn, his first team.
Thompson to the line for 2. He always kind of brings the ball back and arcs back his elbow a little bit in the post.
Neither team has successfully made a free throw yet. Second one is up and no good. Isaiah O'Quinn with the rebound for the Vikings. He's going to stop, pass out to, I believe that's Barr. No, Barr's over here in the corner. That is 24. I believe that is Alex Ball, who moves up from the freshman game.
Throws it off the bottom of the backboard. That'll be out of bounds.
Fairmont 5, Mitchell Counts.
And Counts will check in for the Firebirds. So inbound into O'Daniel. The leader of the offense will take it down, showing off his eccentric dribbles into the lane, and that's going to be a travel.
Second turnover for the Firebirds already in this first quarter.
That was a bad one, kind of prolonged his decision just a little bit.
Alex Ball hands off to Barr. O'Quinn into the paint. Passes back out to, that is 23. That is Colin Murphy.
Here we go, Daniel taking it up very quickly, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Foul on Fairmont with
Trying to
33.
do too much.
His first team's third.
So Braden Barr taking it down now. Passed the ball. Took it in the middle of the lane.
Barr saves it from going out of bounds. Barr pulls up from 3. No, the rest are going to say it's a 2.
Alex Ball.
That gives Barr 5.
Hand out to O'Quinn. That's Barr from 3 again. No good. That one was halfway down. Kane Jones with the rebound.
No
Cross
Daniel.
court to Naw. Naw drills a 3 to tie the game at 6.
Basket. Errol. No.
Pretty form.
And Firebirds looked like they didn't get back defensively all the way. I thought it was going to be an easy basket for Kane Jones with the rebound after the miss there by the Vikings.
No, pump fakes, kicks to the corner.
Gets it back from Hall. Counts will shoot a 3.
He was feeling it. Jones with the hustle, but can't quite corral it in. Miamisburg will lead the charge. Isaiah O'Quinn in the paint, passes back out to 3. Moving the ball a lot. There's almost a travel there.
And it's going to stay with Miamisburg.
In for Miamisburg, number 13, Corey Freeze. And for Fairmont, 3, Chris Mix.
Corey Freeze will check in for the Vikings, and Chris Mix for the Firebirds.
35, Zach Snodgrass.
And Zach Snodgrass checks in for Errol No for
Here
the
we go,
Firebirds.
Isaiah O'Quinn with the Miamisburg inbound. And it'll take point guard duty.
O'Quinn pulls up from the free throw line, and his shot's no good. Kane Jones with another rebound.
Good job of creating space base couldn't quite clinch it. Oh, Daniel with the pump fake drive.
Passes down low. And it's going to go to the Vikings.
I think that was off Nix's foot. 2 minutes left in the first, 6-6.
I think that's one of those drives where O'Daniel just needs to keep it and go to the basket and not try and force a pass that was ultimately ended in a turnover.
Yeah, sometimes he struggles with his decision making, but you get things like that out of
Snodgrass can't answer with an easy layup. Kane Jones misses after the rebound, and Barr finally comes up with it.
Oh, that was very, very pretty.
Alex Ball.
All right, so 33 is now Alex Ball, so our rosters are wrong. And a foul against Miamisburg. I think that's Corey Freeze is going to go the other way.
Foul Miamisburg, 13 Corey Freeze. That's his first, team second. Timeout Fairmont, 30-second timeout.
All right.
That'll be a timeout Fairmont after a blown fast break on defense.
Well, after, I guess 33 is now Ball. After Ball made that basket, you could see in the bottom of our corner, Stonecash was calling for the 30-second timeout, but none of the refs saw him.
So far, a very tough game. And a good one.
Yeah, Fairmont does have the 3 turnovers, which is, I didn't think they had 10 the last game against the Knights.
Both these teams have been very turnover prone to start the game. A lot of mistakes involved. Caleb Hall inbound out of the timeout.
Miamisburg coming out playing somewhat of a full court press.
Yeah, they were just by their man, but they were not pressing whatsoever.
And I think that's going to be a fault. Yep, Kane Jones.
Can't do that.
Fouls on Fairmont, 25, Kane Jones.
That's 4 team fouls already for the Firebirds.
Isaiah O'Quinn take it down this time around as well. And Ball with the missed 3. Isaiah O'Quinn, perfect hustle.
And hands off to Colin Murphy, who passes down low to... Oh, we don't know who number 24 is. The numbers moved around so much. Chris Thompson is going to pick up his 3rd foul in the first quarter. If he doesn't come out on this play, I'm going to very much assume that they're saving him all for the varsity game.
And for Fairmont, 23, Errol
He's coming out.
Errol Knott checks back into the game for the Firebirds.
Nope. So 1 out of 2 on that trip.
We'll figure out who 24 is later.
Andre O'Daniel kicked the Hall. Beautiful off-ball screen by Chris Mix doing the little things. How about the hustle from number 3?
13, Corey Freeze. That's his second.
Corey Freeze will pick up his 2nd foul.
Good design there by Jared Stonecash trying to get Caleb Hall an open 3. Very sharp shooter. And tries to do it again in the corner. The Hall will drive instead and miss it.
Chris Mix with the rebound, though. And it's going to stay with the Firebirds.
So they have one more chance at redemption of this possession. Hall will be the inbound. Jones gets it in the corner. And direct pass to their point guard. O'Daniel will drive. Kick out to Hall. Pump fakes.
O'Quinn fell down, and that pass is intercepted by Alex Ball.
He's doing a lot of good things this game, Jared. The first quarter, number 33 is making a huge impact.
Chris Mix will pick up a foul, which is weird. The ref on the far end of the court called that foul instead of the one under the basket. So
Chris Mix just put in a good couple of minutes. Andre Daniel defending the inbound. It almost comes up with Firebirds possession down low.
I was wishing he would have scored.
Rebound by Corey Freeze.
Colin Murphy with the basket. This is the biggest lead for the Firebirds.
Off the foot of Alex Ball.
And Miamisburg gets the timeout.
I thought that would have been kick ball right there, dude.
I don't know, maybe we can see a replay of that.
Andre O'Daniel was trying to split the double team with his handle and ended up dribbling right into his foot, and eventually his momentum taking him into the defender. So the Vikings get this timeout. They have capitalized on the Firebirds' many mistakes so far.
Yeah, 5 turnovers already for the Firebirds.
Miamisburg is playing very opportunistic basketball. And sometimes that's what you got to do is take advantage of the other team's miscues. And here we go, coming out of this timeout. Miamisburg ball, 7.9 seconds left here in the first quarter.
It'll be interesting to see what the Vikings do with it. I don't think they've made a 3 yet. Or if they even attempted one. But Ball get the inbounds pass, and I bet it's going to stay in his hands. No, he's going to pass off to O'Quinn, and it's poked out of bounds by O'Daniel. 0.9 seconds left for the Vikings. So this is a catch, turn around, and shoot, basically. Inbounds to Ball. No, that's 24. Still yet to know his name, so.
Awesome defense on the play by Caleb Hall ending this first quarter.
Vikings lead by 5, 11-6 over the visiting Firebirds, or the hometown Firebirds. I mean, Fairmont had way too many turnovers in that first quarter.
Definitely.
Not something we're used to seeing from either team.
Jared, when you see TOs on the board, who do you look at? The point guard. He runs that offense.
And O'Daniel has had 3 of the 5 turnovers, forcing passes that he shouldn't have made.
Yeah, definitely. And when Andre O'Daniel is at his best, this offense is a very fine working engine.
Fairmont's almost playing too slow for themselves.
Definitely.
I mean, Fairmont, we're used to seeing up-tempo running up and down the court. But, right now, Miamisburg is slowing this game down the way they have always played and have really taken advantage of this game.
Definitely. Stephen Crow has had a really good game plan so far.
And Alex Ball has been phenomenal so far. 6 of the team's 11 points for the Vikings, leading scorer for both teams so far.
He's also put in great defensive effort all around the board for this kid. Really the player of the game so far through this first quarter.
It'll be the Vikings' ball to start the second quarter.
Miamisburg moving it around.
Down low pass is that's not Freeze. Yes, it is. Colin Murphy. Oh, was that 15? O'Daniel could have. And they're going to call a charge on O'Daniel. That's his second foul.
You know what, Jared? O'Daniel's athleticism adds such a dynamic element to the offense, but his decision-making is really one of his bigger flaws.
He's playing as a varsity player when he's on the court making the cuts, but like you said, the decision-making is not all there yet. Alex Ball pass down low to number. I don't even have a number 12 on my roster.
And honestly, I think that's what's keeping him from that varsity threshold.
Inbounds pass goes to Ball. Ball passes cross court to Murphy. Murphy can't hit a three, but an offensive rebound. Kick out to O'Quinn.
Beautiful pass by number 24. A pump fake.
O'Quinn can't get the easy layup to fall, and then it's a jump ball.
Jump ball. Great hustle by Isaiah O'Quinn.
Jump ball is in favor of Miamisburg.
Definitely a rough angle on the putback, but
no jump ball. They're going to call the foul on O'Quinn.
Ooh. One ref called the jump ball, though, so kind of confusing there. And Hall scanning the defense now. Daniel drive, kick out to Kane Jones.
Just in front of the free throw line, and Jones can't get the putback from the rebound, and Fairmont loses it out of bounds.
And that was really good by Kane Jones, because some of his issues is the fact that he's too aggressive at times. He's really aggressive, and that works to his team's favor, but sometimes he's just too aggressive. And you like to see that little Euro step, and he held up a little bit, just enough to not charge. Also, excellent defense by Miamisburg.
And that one's gonna go back to the Firebirds. Errol No checks back into the game.
Great job by O'Daniel throwing it off the Miamisburg defender.
Hall gets the inbounds pass. I haven't really seen him lead the point this year.
He's bringing it down, doing a fine job so far, kicking it in, kicking it out.
O'Daniel will shoot a three, and he makes it.
Pretty offense led by Caleb Hall, and Miamisburg's coming right back down, trying to fire back. And do not execute. Andre O'Daniel with the pretty transition handle.
Kick out. That's Errol No for three. No good. O'Quinn with the rebound. Let's see if he slows it down.
No, almost strips it out.
Pass down low, and it's going to go back to the Firebirds.
I like the idea, just a little off with the pass.
They have both mics on, and we can hear it. We just hear empty airspace. Kane Jones off the putback, and Kane Jones will go to line to shoot the and one.
There's that energy, the aggressiveness that Kane Jones adds to this team.
Kane Jones at the line shooting one. In from Miamisburg, 55, Will Cook.
Will Cook, the 6'3" freshman, will enter the game now. He's the tallest player on the roster. Jones does not execute the one opportunity. And no, the inbounder.
Pass was deflected by Cook and hands off to number 24. Ball hands off to 24, and he scores.
Luke Copsey on the bucket. Caleb Hall.
Will go to the line and shoot the and one.
Wow, the Firebirds have come out like a different animal here in this second quarter. Quickly cutting the short deficit.
Foul was on number 24, Luke Copsey, his first team 6.
And I know 11-6 is not a significant deficit, Jared, but it's really discouraging when you have all those empty opportunities.
Right. And that's the first free throw made by the Firebirds in the game. They were 0 for 3 previously. And now Fairmont comes out playing a full court press.
Tuning up the aggressiveness, Will Cook.
Errol No with the
Power
steal.
dribble. That was 2 seconds on the power dribble.
And Kane Jones with the assist to O'Daniel.
From O'Daniel.
What?
You said Kane Jones assist to O'Daniel.
Oh,
And Miamisburg taking it down on the break. There will be a foul
Fairmont 23.
on Errol No.
That's his first team. In from Miamisburg, the 12, Ethan Osborne.
This offense
Alex Ball line shooting
very
the
fluid this
1-1.
quarter so far. And Ball's free throw is off. O'Daniel dish down to Jones.
and he loses it out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Vikings.
3:44 left in the second quarter.
Miamisburg calls a timeout.
Momentum has flipped completely.
Oh yeah, it's a 10 to 4 run so far for the Firebirds in this quarter.
They just found their energy. It's really what's changed.
I mean, Fairmont has 8 turnovers in this first half so far, and I'm surprised that they're up 1. It's just Miamisburg's going too quick on the shot after the rebound.
Yeah, that's really what's happening. Is just preparation for the fast break. You can tell Coach Crow had a great game plan. Like I said after the first quarter. And it's a great group of players that are buying in, but Fairmont here in the second quarter is starting to surge back, and it's something you don't want to see if you're wearing blue.
Right. And Fairmont's going to come back out in a full court press again.
Alex Ball
And that is how you get out of a full court press.
perfectly executed.
Ethan Osborne with an easy layup in transition. And another turnover for the Firebirds.
And let me just explain this, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
If you
too
have 3
quick.
guys inside the opposing three-point line, there's going to be a hole in the defense.
And basically the same play, but Osborne turns it over. No, he doesn't. It's going to stay with the Vikings. Miamisburg needs to put a body on Ethan Osborne if they're going to come out and play that full court press. He's running by him from the half court line, and he's just diagonally cutting to the basket.
Here we go, Ball.
Kick over to Osborne.
Alex Ball has been tightened up on this quarter. And that's going to be a foul, no. I think he grabbed his arm and he tried to spin through.
They called a travel.
Oh, okay. So travel on the play.
For Luke Copsey for the Vikings. 6 turnovers for the Vikings now. And there's another turnover for the Firebirds.
Alex Ball in the middle of that lane.
Colin Murphy drive into the paint. Kicks out to Osborne. Osborne uses the glass and can't get it to fall.
And took the contact really well. The shot was just misangled. And Andre O'Daniel with a fake pass, drawing the contact.
He'll go to line to shoot 2. But that has been where the Firebirds have struggled so far. 1 for 4 in the game. That'll be Copsey's second.
That stat does not fit well to O'Daniel's skill set because he is really good at getting in the teeth of the defense and forcing them to cause excessive contact.
First one is good. Snodgrass checks out. O'Daniel's second free throw is no good, but an offensive rebound for the, or it would have been a defensive rebound, but it's going to stay with Fairmont.
So Nose coming around for the inbound under their hoop.
O'Daniel calling for it off the inbound, off the glass, and it's good.
Andre O'Daniel.
Point guard bodied up there, creating that space in the low post. Nice easy layup off the backboard. Alex Ball.
Ball.
Ooh, so smooth, but can't get the rim in this time around.
And it's going to stay with Miamisburg.
And if you remember, the first points of the game were scored on that almost exact play.
The first 6 points came from Alex Ball for the Vikings, too.
Oh yeah, Alex Ball had the first and one where he started dribbling towards baseline and did a spin move inside between the two defenders. Very pretty. Ooh.
Hand off to Murphy. And Murphy ties the game with 2 minutes left. Hall in the corner for three is good.
Beautiful stroke from the corner.
Hall.
Murphy answers back with a three of his own. Oh, I thought O'Daniel was going to shoot it. O'Daniel.
Contact, but gets his own offensive rebound, clears out space, and puts it back up.
Murphy dribbles out, back out to O'Quinn. O'Quinn for three. O'Quinn can't answer, but an offensive rebound for the Vikings. Kick out. Murphy just hit a three, and he hits another one.
3-point basket. Colin Murphy.
And now we're playing basketball, Jared. They brought their guns out. This game is getting exciting. No, at the top of the key, minute left in the second quarter. Miamisburg up by one.
You know what I say about trying to hold the ball for a minute. It doesn't work.
Ball disc to Jones, who dishes to the corner.
It's going to stay with Fairmont.
Caleb Hall on the inbound. A little bit to O'Daniel, who kicks down to Jones. Good cut from the corner. Beautiful vision by O'Daniel for recognizing it.
With how the Firebirds have been playing the last couple minutes, you wouldn't have thought they've had 10 turnovers in the game.
Alex Ball mishandles it somehow.
Travel.
Gets it back to Osborne, who travels. But how about Alex Ball? Scored the first 6 points of the game. Since then, hasn't scored another point, but has still been the best player on the Vikings since then. Making all the right plays, beautiful passes. He has such a great sense for the lane. Even disrupting on defense. Pass down to Jones from Hall. Well executed.
Back-to-back easy
four
buckets.
Points.
Ball kicks out to O'Quinn. O'Quinn can't get the shot off. He stepped on the line, and it's going to be Fairmont ball with 1.8 seconds left. Caleb Hall gets it. It'll count.
Court shot.
Almost makes the three-quarters court shot, but that's how the first half ends in our MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. The Firebirds offense comes alive that second quarter and lead the Vikings by 3 at halftime, 28-25.
Yeah, I hope this second quarter trend continues through the third and the fourth, Jared. At the end of that second quarter was some really exciting basketball.
Well, we'll be back after halftime. All right, here we are getting ready to start the second half of the MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. Fairmont leads by 3, and Jeff, hopefully the intensity continues over from that second quarter into this second half of between both schools.
Yeah, the theme of that, the end of the second quarter was rapid fire, no doubt. So Andre O'Daniel will lead Firebirds' first possession out of the half. And Hall with another three. I think that was blocked. I'm not sure. But it will be Fairmont ball.
Errol No will be the one to inbound the ball for the Firebirds.
No, Daniel inbound to Thompson. And No with the offensive putback and one. So great awareness and hustle right there, swooping in. And one putback.
Colin Murphy with the foul there for the Vikings.
Definitely a lot of momentum for the Firebirds coming in to this second half. 22 second quarter points. And add on here with a quick three.
Osborne has it at the top of the key, kicks off to Ball. Ball just inside the arc, no good. O'Daniel with the defensive rebound.
O'Daniel, they're running fast down that.
Cross court to Jones, kicks it out to No. And Thompson loses it out of bounds.
So there's the man.
Three, no good on the other end by Murphy. Down low, O'Quinn almost had a handle on it, but it's going to stay with Fairmont.
Errol No with the inbound.
Long inbound to Kane Jones. Jones dribbles, kicks out to Hall for three, and Hall's three is no good. And Colin Murphy with the rebound.
Hall picks it.
And
picks it from, I believe that was Murphy.
And finally, a jump ball will be called.
A great hustle there.
It's going to go with Miamisburg.
Alex Ball bringing the ball up. Kane Jones on the defender. Notice the change on defense. Kane Jones is defending him this half. Andre O'Daniel was the first half.
It looks like O'Daniel's guarding Murphy now.
Yeah, they're definitely tightening up on number 33. Jones seems giving a lot of pushback in the lane. Look at that. Smothering by number 25.
Well, Ball hasn't had any points since he had the first six for the Vikings. Since then, Colin Murphy has really taken over. And now Ball have it, trying to dribble in. That's just that microphone. And a 30-second timeout by the, it looks like it was signaled to Miamisburg. Well, Miamisburg has been shut out so far this third quarter. But they really haven't had the ball that much either. Fairmont has controlled it most of this time, scoring 6 points. So, Ball, like we said, has been scoreless since the first quarter. Murphy's been shut out so far in this second half. So, what has to happen for the Vikings? Normally Copsey is the one that they can count on, but he hasn't had a basket yet in this game.
Well, I think their offense is going to have to be oriented around getting space. Maybe set some off-ball screens.
Mm-hmm.
Change it up. Change up your offensive strategy just a little bit. Especially, you have to now. The number 25, the best defender on the Firebirds, is on your best player. And that's a big adjustment for Fairmont. Great job by Jared Stonecast.
And that one's going to stay with the Vikings.
Fouls on Fairmont, 0. Caleb Hall, that's his first, team's first.
Caleb Hall will pick up his first foul, team's first of the half.
Did you hear it turn on?
So Murphy at the line for 2.
And now
So hits the first one.
misses the second one. Chris Thompson with the defensive rebound, and the Firebirds are on running again. And No can't hit a 3 in transition. No pokes it away, and he's on the line, and it's going to go back to the Vikings.
So smooth ran fast break for the Firebirds.
Isaiah O'Quinn checks back into the game for the Vikings. Haven't seen him yet. Well, this is the first time we've seen him in this second quarter. So, see, I'm assuming they're saving him for a little bit of the varsity game, too.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. If Chris Thompson is not in,
Yeah, he's right there.
you know
in the
there's a
middle.
reason. Well, no. Like, I'm just saying that he was held out of the second quarter.
Oh,
Like, there's a reason for that.
okay. Kick out to No. I thought No was going to shoot the 3. Cross court to O'Daniel.
Thompson.
Thompson, I don't think he has any points yet in this game. Nope, 3 fouls and no points.
That is one of the few times I've ever seen Chris Thompson miss a
Miss a
look.
bank shot?
Well, he had a look in the low post that was really good. At his peak, he had a lot of space up there, so I've never seen him miss that open of a shot, and he comes back and redeems himself on that one.
O'Quinn dribbles around the screen, kicks out to Osborne. Now Freeze. Back to Osborne. Osborne drives and kicks back out to Freeze. Just passing back and forth between these two.
Trying to kindle something up.
Copsey drive into the paint. Basket is no good. Thompson with a defensive rebound.
And we saw that help by number 23, Errol No, on the play. Left his man to come down in the paint and cut off the angle at the baseline.
That'll be Isaiah O'Quinn's 3rd foul.
So Daniel will inbound it.
Caleb Hall, he's been running the point more this game than I have seen him be. Normally that's O'Daniel's job. Caleb Hall corrals it. Down low, still Caleb Hall with another great catch off the deflection.
Well, having Andre O'Daniel off the ball, it also gives your offense like an advantage.
Chris Thompson got the rebound, or stole the rebound away, so that'll be a turnover for the Vikings. But he's claiming he was in the act of shooting. They say he wasn't. Maybe if we can see a replay and see if he was. Snodgrass checks into the game for the. Let's see if Thompson was in the act of shooting. No, I'd say that's a good call.
Yeah.
He wasn't going up with his motion yet.
Yeah, look at that grip to peel the offensive rebound, though. Snodgrass driving baseline, kick down to O'Daniel.
And it's going to stay with Fairmont.
And Murphy, 23, in the lane. So good deflection by the Vikings defense. Hall pass out to Thompson, who passes to O'Daniel, passes to Jones.
Hall in the
passes to
corner
Hall.
for 3 is no good. Miamisburg finally corrals the defensive rebound. Up court to Corey Freeze. And now here's Ball.
Open 3, cannot give him that.
That's his first basket since the first quarter.
It's his first open look since the first quarter.
Yeah.
That's why.
Transition 3s. Now Fairmont's going to whip it around the 3-point arc. O'Daniel for 3 in the far corner, no good.
Jones hustle into the corner, doesn't quite get his hands on it.
So the ball's going to go back to Miamisburg. Miamisburg with that 3. That's only their. Okay, no, they've scored 4 points. But Miamisburg offense has been so stalemate this second half so far. Freeze inside the paint.
It's going to be a timeout.
A full timeout. Okay, I thought they whistled a foul, or it looked like he put his hand up like it was a foul. But Miamisburg will call a timeout. I mean, the only way they've been able to score is either go to the foul line or they hit that open 3 in transition. That's it for the Vikings so far the second half.
Well, yeah, when they get opportunities, they're executing. But part of having the ball being on offense is creating those opportunities for you to execute on. And so I think that's what Miamisburg's struggling with. They don't want to hit contested shots, so they pass themselves into bad decisions, really.
That and Fairmont really controlling the ball a lot this third quarter.
Yeah, Fairmont definitely a slower pace. They're switching it back and forth all season, revving that motor, and then leaning their foot off of it a little bit. So pretty decent balance so far.
So let's see what Coach Crow calls out of the Miamisburg timeout with 2:03 left in the third quarter.
And so far, Stone Cash has had a pretty good season coaching these JV Firebirds. Freeze on the inbound.
Long inbound pass to Ethan Osborne. Now Freeze has it once again. Murphy will shoot a 3 in the corner, no good. A defensive rebound for Andre O'Daniel.
Running the break, he dishes it to Snodgrass, who goes with the layup in transition.
Chris
kind of
Thompson
awkward.
with the rebound and the putback.
Chris Thompson.
He has 4 points in this quarter alone. As we approach a minute and a half, I'm assuming that's not what Coach Crow called or drew up in the huddle.
And Ball finding Murphy. It ends up back in Ball's hands as he drives,
Ball
steps
with
back.
the step back off the glass.
That was really, really pretty.
Alex Ball.
And try to get into O'Daniel. Ball is all in his jersey. And coming from behind, a Miamisburg defender was. But
Snodgrass almost threw that one away.
yeah, gets it away. Nice awareness there. Hall tries to hit O'Daniel on the backdoor cut. That's one of their design plays. Thompson spins in, but cannot get the floater.
Chris Thompson's 4th foul.
The City Barbecue replay.
Drive. I mean, he had O'Daniel on his heels, and O'Daniel overcommitted to going to the rim.
Yeah. Great job by number 33 to recognize that, step back, and hit it off the bank.
I've also seen that called as a travel so many times. They were lucky that that one wasn't called either.
Well, yeah, that I don't think it was a travel.
And Ball is going to the line to shoot 2. If that was O'Daniel, it looked like he took a shot to the nose. Let's see if he comes out. It'll be a no, but it looks like O'Daniel took a shot to the head.
So Ball will be shooting 2 here. And he misses the first one.
Well, O'Daniel stays in the game. Caleb Hall checks out for the Firebirds. And now Counts checks in for O'Daniel. And you can see the medical team is looking at O'Daniel. Second free throw is up and good.
It's 12 points for Ball.
What?
And the buzzer sounded, and then the whistle blew.
And the clock was going the whole time.
Yeah. In the middle of the possession. Not sure what happened. And no, passes it into Uwerwe.
I'll let you keep trying to say that. Errol No controls it. Clock froze for a second. Counts for three. No good. And a defensive rebound. And here we go, Corey Freeze with a fast break opportunity.
And almost travels. He does.
He does travel.
He must have scooted that pivot foot. I did not see him lift it. Must have called the slide. He did try to stop his momentum with just one pivot, so that would make sense. Corey Freeze with the travel there. 15 seconds left in the third quarter, and it's very likely the Firebirds going to try to take the last shot here.
Matt Schreck checks into the game for the Firebirds.
And it explains the full
Firebirds
court press.
have to get it in first.
And Jones almost got it, and it's a scuffle for the ball. Murphy ends up with it.
And a foul called. Let's see if they put it on. Who do they call it on? No or Jones? No, his third.
Great execution of the full court press.
12.8 seconds. Let's see if Miamisburg holds for the last shot. If they do, you would assume it's either going to go to Colin Murphy or Alec Ball. They've been the only two successful shooting threes.
Alex Ball taking this one. 8 seconds left. Can expect he'll probably take this shot.
He's going to drive into the paint.
And that's going to be a blocking foul.
And he's going to go to the line to shoot two more. But the Vikings have not been that great from the free throw line. Before these foul shots, they're only 2 for 6. Who'd they call the foul on?
Uwerwe. Yeah, Alex Ball. He had 2 defenders on him, and he just
tried to split him.
Yeah, and ended up running over Uwerwe, but he was shuffling his feet.
First one is good. Second one is up and no good. Kane Jones with a rebound.
And Alex Ball with the defensive disruption. And how about this kid?
35-33 going into the fourth and final quarter. We have ourselves the ball game. What do you do? I mean, Miamisburg really has not been able to stop Chris Thompson down low in that third quarter. But it's going to be debatable to see if he comes out in the third quarter.
I doubt he comes back in the fourth quarter, Jared. But let me tell you what, this kid Alex Ball can play ball. In all assets of the game, he has been sensational tonight. And even in the second quarter when he was being locked down, well, not locked down, but they were just focusing on him more because he had a really great first quarter. He found other ways to get it done. Comes back here in the third quarter and drops 7. And I'll tell you what, Miamisburg would not be close if it wasn't from that kid, number 33. How about a performance from him?
13 points for him, but the leading scorer is Colin Murphy, number 23 for the Vikings. And it looks like it's going to be Miamisburg's or Fairmont's basketball. Refs pointed the wrong way.
You have to be ecstatic if you're Tim Freeze, a 6-foot freshman, making a very hefty impact.
All right, here we go. Fourth and final quarter. Fairmont leads by 2. Fairmont definitely turned the turnaround, or has turned around on the turnover situation. Only 1 so far in the second half.
Yeah, Miamisburg is just keeping up with their pace.
And a foul or a screen going the other way.
Speaking of turnovers.
And there's their second. O'Daniel will pick up his third.
There's Stonecash having a word with the referees still. It doesn't look like they compromised.
Normally in that situation, that's probably and that'll be a foul on number 4, Garrett Danielson. His first team 7, so they'll be shooting 1 and 1. Well, Miamisburg has 6.5 minutes of shooting free throws ahead of them. But normally when the refs talk, or when the coach is talking to the ref, I think it's normally about previous plays that didn't go their way, but refs are supposed to take a lot, and we've seen in some games that they have taken earfuls from coaches.
Oh, yeah. A very frequent history between coaches and refs.
Second free throw is no good. Jones came up with the rebound. Hall traveled, I bet. Yep.
Great fast break led by Andre O'Daniel. Hall just took 2 steps without dribbling. He meant to hesitation, and he just took a step. I mean, he meant to hesitate. Ball kicked to O'Quinn in the corner.
Cross-court pass to Copsey. And now Ball pulls up from the left side of the free throw line, and that gives the Vikings the lead for the first time this second half.
And he pump fakes.
And still takes it on the second.
Well, he looks around, too. He kind of scans the defense, and then when he sees he doesn't have many options and some space, he goes back up with it.
And Thompson answers back with an easy layup on the other end. O'Quinn passes back out to, that's Murphy. Now Copsey has it, driving into the paint. Kick out to Osborne. Osborne froze. He should have shot the 3. Barr dribbles in. Barr can't, or that's Ball. Can't get
Jones on the
shot.
fast break.
And
he held it too long,
right.
I think.
Fast break, Murphy, or Osborne to Copsey. And it's back to a 1-point game. And
Copsey almost gets up and gets the steal immediately. And Noah will take the open 3 in transition.
Back to a 2-point lead for the Firebirds.
And number 23 for Fairmont is a sharpshooter. You have to get on him.
9 points, all coming from behind the arc.
O'Quinn off the screen from Murphy. Not much of a screen.
I know it seemed in JV they set up the screen, but the player always runs to the other side, so it's like the screen doesn't even matter.
O'Quinn kick to the corner. Murphy open from 3.
Murphy can't answer, and that's stuck on the top of the basket. So it'll go back to Miamisburg, or Fairmont.
Kane Jones, after the inbound to Andre O'Daniel, it looked like he pushed off.
O'Daniel trying, that's one of those passes
There
O'Daniel
was no
doesn't need to
lane.
make. Thompson off the glass. No, Thompson with the, I think Thompson just fouled out. Yep, Thompson just picked up his 5th foul, and he's done.
And O'Daniel had some space for the finish, actually. They were closing in on Chris Thompson. Copsey and Murphy were, and he still tried to force the pass anyway. So 4 minutes left in this game. And along with Alex Ball has been number 23, Colin Murphy, the whole way. And this young man can shoot the lights out, as we've seen many times in this game. And O'Daniel. And see, they're not in a full court press, but they're sticking with all the guys to prevent that transition.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very smart strategy. They've been on it since the first quarter.
No, will shoot a corner in the three. No's three is no good. O'Quinn with the defensive rebound. O'Quinn kicks out. Murphy will shoot a three.
Very quick to set his feet.
And one. Ethan Osborne's going to the line to shoot the free throw.
And how about the hustle all night? You will see number 12 in that paint trying to get that rebound. And Kane Jones was all over his wrist. And Osborne
Free throw is good.
executes the and one. And you see this is where the tide is going to change. Force Fairmont to play that half-court offense.
And I believe that'll be a foul on O'Quinn. That'll be his fourth.
And he's going to come out.
That's
Corey Freese is
actually
going to come
his
in.
fifth. O'Quinn is gone. I've never seen anybody foul out in a JV game.
Wow.
In a span of 30 seconds of game time, 2 players have fouled out. Corey Freese checks in for Isaiah O'Quinn.
Caleb Paul passed to Jones,
And
but that's going to be a moving
foul
screen
on
on
the
number
other one.
35, Zach Snodgrass.
Snodgrass will pick up his first.
I actually didn't see the screen, but I saw
the body get
Yeah, I
pushed
saw the
down.
body too.
Long, about half court inbound.
So Copsey will run the break and get it down low,
Corey Freese.
where Andre O'Daniel was not anywhere near where he was supposed to
don't-
be on Corey Freese, but
I don't understand how a foul wasn't called there.
the play
But
got
a
saved,
travel.
and that's, yep.
I mean, if we could go back to Corey Freese's shot, when he
So 2 back-to-back mistakes.
when Freese faked going up, and I believe that was O'Daniel that came running across to try and get the block. Freese was kneed in the head by O'Daniel, and they didn't call the foul.
And steal from Caleb Hall. Came from behind. And now No will run the break. Kick to Caleb Hall. Takes the lane, driving.
No shot. Oh, I thought the ref was going to signal another travel.
That would have been deflating. But instead,
See, look, there, right there. If we could back it up again, you see it was O'Daniel who just jumped over and kneed him right in the back of the head, and the ref didn't see it. I mean, if that's not over the back, that's over the shoulder.
and great steal there by Murphy. Again, the Vikings creating more disruption.
Vikings hold a 3-point lead with 2:50 left in the game. Fairmont is starting to pile up those turnovers, 4 already in this fourth quarter.
And Ball trying to
And
penetrate
there's
on
a
Kane
reach in on
Jones.
That'll be Jones' third foul.
And solid to the core. It
And
was not being moved.
Miamisburg is shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way.
And Alex Ball.
First shot is up and good. Ball's second free throw is up and good. Murphy was pushed to the ground. Timeout, full timeout called by Jared Stonecash as the Firebirds find themselves down 5 with 2:35 left.
And Coach Stonecash does not look happy at all.
Let's see if we can have our cameraman zoom in on him and see what he's drawing up in the huddle. You want to try and interpret it again?
If you're part of the early birds, you need to begin to congregate in the Firebird section of the home side stands. Underneath the
But I mean, down 5 and without having Chris Thompson, you're asking a lot of work for a lot of young players. who have probably not really been in these situations.
Well, he's definitely working on a full court play. There are lines all over that whiteboard. So definitely some low post screening.
And he's not all, with only 3 timeouts left, he's trying to draw up a few plays to have to run because you want to save those timeouts for dire situations, so you want to have a few plays drew up.
Something that I noticed about Stone Cash's offense is he loves to operate he loves to get it to the wing and then quick passes down low. He loves to get the defense off balance.
That's the way he ran it when he was Springboro's junior varsity coach his first year here at Fairmont.
A good first year. Has some talent to work with.
I thought he was going to be the one to replace Mike Holwiger once he announced he was going to step away. But they found a successful replacement in Kyle Euchre.
Though Daniel has it stolen by Murphy, picked out.
It's going to go to Fairmont.
It was picked out by Caleb Hall, but I guess it went off number 23, Colin Murphy, and he's going to be kicking himself about that. Fast break opportunity, up by 5, and now the Firebirds move closer to a comeback. Oh, Daniel from 3. And oh my goodness, that was in.
That was
and
well
then
more
out.
than halfway down.
That has to be discouraging.
And O'Daniel with a reach-in foul. That'll be his 4th.
Tries to go around, and they're being really physical with Alex Ball now.
With 2 minutes down by 5, you're kind of in that situation where you got to amp up the pressure. But not when Miamisburg is shooting 2 free throws. Ooh. First free throw is up and no good. So right there, it's already a good foul.
Yeah, when you're up with under 2 minutes left, every free throw could be a game-clinching free throw. You have to make these.
Right, because if not, and he misses both. So right there, that was an excellent foul by O'Daniel. If you look at it as it keeps the score the same, Miamisburg doesn't get to add anything.
That could end up haunting the Vikings.
Not when O'Daniel throws it away like that.
It's going to be a foul
on Caleb Hall. It'll be his second.
So another timeout here. And since the last timeout, 2 possessions have happened, no points.
See, these are passes that O'Daniel, why is he trying to kick it out to Hall? Kick it down low to Jones. Jones has had an easier way to the basket, and you got to get a 3 and a 2 to tie the game.
Definitely. One of the requirements to be a point guard is you cannot have tunnel vision. It's easier said than done, definitely.
Oh yeah. But we're not put in the situation of having to have a minute 40 left in the game on the line.
Yeah, but this is what you sign up for when you become a basketball player and you
want to lead the team.
You learn the game, yeah. This is what you want. This is what you strive for. Here we go, coming out of this timeout. Every possession is essential. Corey Freeze, the inbound. They're really clustered now, but get it to Alex Ball so he can run the break and dribbles it off his foot. And great hustle by Garrett Danielson to get it out of there. Now they're being...
Now Caleb Hall will pick up his second foul.
Super physical again and send Alex Ball to the line again. And they haven't been hitting a lot of their free throws.
No, so far in the game, let's see, they're 5, 9. 9 made free throws. 9 out of 17. Well, 10 out of 18. And 11 out of.
So misses the last two, but hits the next two. Caleb Hall
Off the glass, no. Jones with the rebound. Jones with the
trying to
putback
draw the
and
end one, and he does. You know exactly what he had in that, what he had in his mind when he hung up there on that putback.
Murphy with the foul.
And nothing's better than getting 3 points sitting under the rim.
And one without the clock moving. I mean, Fairmont, this is only Fairmont's second free throw of the second half. And, I mean, granted, they're 2 for 2, but that just shows how disciplined the Vikings are, not picking up that many fouls.
Caleb Hall and
Full
Kane
court
Jones
press.
trapping. Alex Ball, very crafty ball handling to get out of that one. And they're going to try to get it back to him. And they will. Murphy splitting the defense, kick to the corner. Good vision. Now they're just trying to run the clock.
So far, it's working.
And they're going to foul him. Ethan Osborne going to the line. Now at this point, with Miamisburg establishing the strategy that they are, the outcome of the game for the Firebirds depends on the misses and the makes from the free throw line.
I mean, Miamisburg has 9 or 10 points missed from the free throw line.
But they'll get that one. 5-point lead now. Firebirds are still within grasp. Caleb Hall drives, and that's going to be a timeout.
Fairmont. It'll leave Fairmont with 2 timeouts. Miamisburg has none.
They don't need any, really.
No. Well, if Miamisburg gets the ball or gets the score any closer, and you can't get the ball in, you don't have that timeout to call on the inbounds play. If you can't get the ball, you can't call a timeout if you don't have any. It's a technical. Quick 30-second timeout by Fairmont. I'm assuming the ball either has to touch O'Daniel or No's hands. I mean, those two have been the ones that seem to be the three-point shooters for the Firebirds.
And Andre O'Daniel. Now they're moving the ball around the perimeter.
Under a minute left in the game. No drives, kick out. Caleb Hall for 3.
How do you
good.
let that happen?
And Fairmont calls a timeout.
If you're Miamisburg, how do you let that happen? You have to make the rotation on the shooters. If they're passing it around the perimeter, they're looking for 3.
They were looking for the 3.
They were the entire time, and they just didn't get the rotation off fast enough on Fairmont's best shooter from distance, Caleb Hall. And as you see on the City Barbecue replay, No gets inside, draws 2 defenders, and Copsey cannot get around No. Good job being an obstacle.
That's a good two-person screen for No.
Well, he honestly just tried to void the lane, and Miamisburg being very conservative with giving up points. Moved both the defenders back. Probably a miscue, I imagine. But wow, one of the things you did not want to happen. 45 seconds left, only up by 2. Let's see what Coach Crow can draw up.
That looks like a hook and ladder in football. Maybe that's the inbounds pass because it's inbound under Fairmont's basket. Miamisburg out of timeouts though, so they have to get it in, or Fairmont will get the ball underneath their own basket.
I'm glad you're knowledgeable in one sport.
Do what?
He said that looks like a hook and ladder.
Well, did you not see it?
So here we go. All 4 players lined up across the court at the free throw line, but still.
If you're Miamisburg, just keep passing it. Don't let anybody hold on to it for more than a few seconds, because you can't foul someone if they don't have the ball
Trying to get space, and now they fouled Corey Freeze. And big free throws here, as in making both of them.
Makes it a 1-2 possession game.
One free throw, it makes a big difference here. And he misses it. And by Miamisburg possession, the Firebirds' hopes increase.
Second one is up, and no good.
And is he going to use the timeout?
No, Fairmont will not use
and
the
they
timeout.
pick it. Colin Murphy, incredible play. Mishandles it, though. Oh, my goodness.
The 5th turnover for the Vikings in this second half could not have come at a bigger time.
And look at that. He is the only guy within 4 Fairmont offensive players. He gets the steal and the spin move, but can't quite finish the play. And now Stonecaster is going to use that timeout.
Final full timeout. 20.8 seconds left. Fairmont down 2.
Got to put your shooters in. Number 0, number 23, Caleb Hall, and Errol No. Got to get him in.
I think if you're Fairmont, you got to fake throwing, inbounding it to them. Get it to Kane Jones at about the free throw line and let him drive to the basket.
Well, another good thing they have working in their advantage is the fact that the 3 ball has been flowing tonight. They've been getting a lot of looks. They've been feeling it.
All right, 20.8 seconds left. Fairmont down 2, but with the ball. I mean, if you're Miamisburg, if Fairmont wants to try and hold for the last shot, you have a foul to give. So I would look to foul them at about, if they let it drive all the way down, foul them at about 2 seconds.
And No will get the ball. And screens.
Hall to the
Space
basket.
for Caleb Hall. Kane Jones get the offensive rebound, and he ties it up with 10 seconds. The clock is running.
Ethan Osborne.
Freeze hits the shot.
Errol No will count. It doesn't get it off.
It doesn't count. Corey Freeze.
Corey Freeze with a buzzer beater to win the game for the Vikings.
The varsity coach's son is chosen for the moment, and he executes Miamisburg's junior varsity team.
Let's take a look at the game-winning shot.
So Ethan Osborne gets it at about half court and sees Corey Freeze with no one on him. Fairmont defender cutting off the lane to the hoop. He pulls up for the 10-footer and hits it. So 2 nail biters in a row. Firebirds taking the freshman game. Vikings taking the JV game, and we should be in store for an excellent one.
Varsity games, the rubber match between the two. What an exciting JV finish, and we're ready for the varsity game after this break.